Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I'm going to be showing you this 2020 GMC ACADIA. This one is the AT4 trim and this one actually has 6 different packages. So I'm going to go ahead and show you exactly what packages it has and how much they are. So before I start this video, I would actually like to thank Luke and Buick GMC Wallingford for actually letting me come and film. If you guys are actually interested, I'm going to go ahead and put their link in the description of this video. So if you guys are actually interested in this color is called Summit White, and honestly it looks very nice. You could see the black more with this color, but for the ACADIA, it was redesigned for 2020. This is basically a facelift, but coming to the headlights actually look really nice and aggressive, and I like the look of them. Coming down here, you will see the fog lights, sensors right here across the bumper, and I like the fact that actually the GMC is very nice and big. But coming to the chrome around the grille or on the grille, it's actually not blacked out and it's actually not chrome. It has like a dark tint to it, which is really nice. So coming to the engine of the 2020 ACADIA, this one is the 3.6 V6. It produces 310 horses and 271 feet of torque, and it's paired to a 9-speed automatic. And this one gets actually 18 mpgs in the city and 25 on the highway. Coming to the side of the ACADIA, I like the fact that actually the roof rails are actually black, and the mirror is actually a gloss black. It just gives it a meaner look. But coming to the rims are actually a $900 option that you add. They are $235, $55, $20, and honestly I really like the design of the rims. You will see an AT4 badge right here on the door. On the mirror there is going to be a turn signal indicator, and I like the fact that actually on the doors, or in the bottom of the doors, there's plastic. So coming to the back of this ACADIA, it looks very nice and aggressive, and I really like the design of the tail lights. I like the fact that this is actually not completely chrome, it's blacked out chrome, which is really nice. But in the bottom right here, you will see all-wheel drive badge and the ACADIA badge, 2 reflectors, and I like the fact that actually the exhaust pipes are not completely fake. So there are going to be actually 3 ways to open the tailgate of this ACADIA. There's going to be a button right here, there's going to be a sensor in the bottom, and then there is going to be a button on the remote. To open the tailgate using the sensor is going to be actually right here, and that should open the tailgate. So coming in the back, you will find actually a good amount of space back here when the seats are actually down. I like the fact that there's actually tie hooks down here, or tie downs, and there's going to be a cup holder right here. On the other side, there's going to be a small cup holder and a USB, and there is a good amount of space back here. To lift the seats up, you have to go ahead and pull this, and the seats gets lifted. And to drop the front seats down, there's actually handles right here, and that drops down the seats. Coming to the door handle, there's actually no sensor right behind it. To lock it and unlock it, you actually have to press the button. So coming to the door, the design of the door is actually really nice, and there's actually a good amount of soft materials on it. The top part is actually nice and soft. I really like the stitching right here. The door handle, I wish it was on the heavier side, but it's actually on the lighter side. Door lock unlock, you have your mirror controls and window switches. This is nice and soft right here. This is nice and soft. I wish it was a tiny bit softer though. This is nice and soft as well. This is plastic in the bottom, which is expected. I wish the bottle holder was a tiny bit bigger, but it's actually not bad. And then you have the Bose sound system, which is a $995 option, and I like this carbon fiber look. So coming to the back door actually has the same soft materials as the front one. I like the fact they actually have this orange stitching right here in the back, and I like that they actually brought this trim in the back. A lot of companies actually don't use the same trim as the front door on the back doors. I like this small cubby right here, nice big bottle holder. There is maybe a small cup holder right here that carries only smaller cups, and the door handle of course, and then you have your window switch right here. But the design of it actually looks very good, and of course you have your speaker in the bottom right there. So coming inside the ACADIA 2020, I wish the door actually had some of that color on it, it would have gave it a really nice look, at least in this part right here. But those seats are actually an option. You could get them for $1,000. They're called Jet Black / Kalari, I think, and it's basically a package you can add to the ACADIA. The seat is actually an 8-way power seat, which is really good, and the interior of this ACADIA is actually really nice, and I'm really impressed with the quality. So coming inside the ACADIA, everything looks actually really nice, and there's just so much space right here. It feels nice and airy, and feels really good here, especially this metal console. It feels really good since there is no gear shifter, but I'm gonna get to that actually later. But coming to the left of the steering wheel, they're actually going to be the park brake, and they're going to be the brightness controls right here on the steering wheel. They're going to be the headlight controls and the turn signal controls. To the left of the steering wheel, they're going to be the rear wipers and the front wipers. And on the steering wheel, I like the fact that actually GMC is nice and big, and like the chrome look around the GMC. For the steering wheel design, it's actually on the dated side, but honestly it doesn't look that bad. It looks really nice and aggressive. It has a good amount of thickness on the ring. Right here going to be the cruise control. This is basically the safety package number 2, I think, and it's a $695 option that you could add to this SUV, which is fine. It's not that expensive. A lot of companies are actually charging you more for these kind of stuff. But coming here to the right of the steering wheel, they're going to be the Bluetooth controls and a couple more controls to actually control this small LCD right in the middle. So coming to the screen, this is actually an 8-inch touchscreen. It looks really nice, and it's actually very responsive, and I believe all the trims actually get Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. You will have a couple buttons right here for the navigation or the screen, but coming down here you will have the climate control. The climate controls actually look very nice and easy to use, and the dials actually have a good amount of weight to them. I like the fact that actually this one has LCD screen in it, and this one has dual climate control, and has the auto function, of course. But coming down here, GMC and Chevy are actually going to start using the button shifters, and honestly I like the design of it. It looks very nice and clean. A lot of people are actually not gonna like it, but honestly it's very easy to use, and it just gives you more space right here in the middle console, and it makes the interior just very clean, and it looks much better. But right underneath the shifter, there's going to be a USB, USB-C, and an SD slot, and then you will have the 12-volt socket. But coming next to the cup holders, they're going to be 4 buttons. You will have the engine start stop, and traction control hazards, and then the sensors right here. Cup holders, they are actually a decent size. Coming right here behind the cup holders, they're going to be the heated seats for the passenger and driver, and then you're going to have the lane keep assist, hill descent, and a couple modes here for 4-wheel drive, all-wheel drive, and tow mode, and all these other things. Coming to the dash right here, I like the design of this. It basically, they brought it from the door to the dash, which is really nice, and everything is actually nice and soft up here, and it feels really nice and good. Armrest, I wish it was a tiny bit softer, but it's actually not that bad. I like this orange stitching right here. There's this small spot right here you could put your key or something small. Opening it will give you a good amount of space. It's on the deeper side. I wish it was a tiny bit bigger, and I wish it had maybe a USB or a 12-volt socket, or maybe even a light, but it doesn't have anything in it. So underneath the middle console, there's going to be actually a really big storage place. You could literally put a whole purse in the bottom right here, and I'm actually really impressed with the size of it. So coming right here, I wish the mirror actually had a smaller bezel, but it's not a big deal, or maybe even frameless, it would have been better. Coming up here, you'll have LED lights. There are going to be a couple controls right here for the doors, sunroof controls, and then garage controls right here. You have your SOS and OnStar. One thing I don't like about the sunroof is that actually there is no button for it. It basically, you have to push it up, and when you push it up, it just goes back so quick, and I honestly don't like that. And the back one actually is the same thing as the front one. I'll go ahead and show it to you in a bit. They're going to be right here a glasses holder, and coming to the visors actually have lights in them, which is really nice. And overall the design is really nice, but I just don't like the fact that it actually rolls back so quick. So sitting in the second row, it's actually very nice and comfortable, and it feels really good back here. But coming down here, you will have the climate control, and you will have USB, USB-C, and a 120 volt plug. So this ACADIA actually has the infotainment system that GMC actually has as a package, and this package is actually cost $2,000. I honestly don't think this package is worth it. It basically gives you 2 screens on the back headrests of the front 2 seats. So coming up here, there's going to be a grab handle, then the AC vents right here on either side. Then in the middle, they're going to be LED lights. And this one is actually equipped with the panoramic sunroof or sky something sunroof. Basically, it's a $1,400 option, but I just hate the fact that actually it goes back so fast when you open it. It just feels cheap, honestly. I mean, it has a good weight to it, but it just doesn't feel good when you open the sunroof. It makes a very loud sound, and it rolls back super quick. But in the back, you will see more vents in the back, and you will see more lights in the back. Let me go ahead and jump to the back seat and show you how the back seats actually look like. So sitting in the third row, there's actually a good amount of space back here. The seats do actually sit a tiny bit lower than the second row and first row, of course. I am 5'7", and I have probably about an inch or two till my knee actually hits the seat in front of me. But there's actually a good amount of space back here, and I'm really, really impressed with the amount of space this SUV actually has. So coming to the key actually has a really nice weight to it. It's on the lighter side, but it feels really good in your hand. It has 5 buttons on it. It has lock, unlock, remote start, and tailgate release, and the panic button. To remote start the SUV, all you have to do is just go ahead and lock it once and then hit the remote start button. So driving this ACADIA around the parking lot, it actually feels really, really good. And I'm gonna be honest, this ACADIA actually feels much lighter than the Pilot. The Pilot feels much heavier, and just the response of the gas pedal is actually much better. And I like the fact that actually the steering wheel is actually on the lighter side. It's very nice and light around this parking lot, and feels really good actually driving this ACADIA 2020. Suspension is actually really nice and soft. It's not crazy harsh, but at the same time it doesn't have that much of body roll, so you could drive this SUV actually pretty quick, and feels actually really good. So guys, I hope you guys like this quick review of this ACADIA. This SUV actually feels, drives, brakes, and basically everything feels really nice about it. I just like the design, I like the looks of it, and I like everything about it. So guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys like this video of this GMC ACADIA 2020. If you guys like this video, and if you guys want to see more, please subscribe, and as always, I'll see you next time.